Hey guys, welcome back to United in Sports. Doing another live NBA look in today. Well, at least one New York team made it to the second round of the playoffs. The Knicks are unfortunately packing their bags and going home. Ironic because they just lost at home today. Sorry, Knicks fans. This just was not your playoff year, but it was so great that you guys got back to the playoffs. Um, had another uh, knockout today. The 76ers um, came back and beat the Wizards. So Philadelphia is now moving on to the second round as well. Um, Atlanta too. Uh, and then we'll get into seeing who they play in the second round. Got two games going on right now. If you are able to watch them, you have the Grizzlies and Jazz on NBA TV, and then Mavericks and Clippers on TNT. So it looks like the Clippers series is tied at 2 games apiece, and the Jazz are leading their series 3-1. Um, I think that they might actually take the series tonight just based on the score alone at halftime. It's 75-51. That's over a 20-point difference. And unless Memphis does some magical mumbo jumbo type crap, I don't see them coming back to beat the Jazz. I mean, the Jazz are the number one team in the West, if I remember that correctly. It's been a while since I looked at what the standings were before the playoffs even started. Um, the Mavericks Clippers game, that's going into the second quarter. It's kind of a close game. It's a 7-point game with the Mavericks leading. Um, so we'll see what happens there. Let's see. We probably had some hockey today. If my app will actually cooperate. I know the Mets won. The Reds game was postponed due to inclement weather, which in the Ohio River Valley area where we're at, it's been raining on and off all day, so that's not surprising. Um, oh, there is a hockey game on right now that is on NBC Sports Center. If you get it, it's the Vegas Golden Knights and Colorado Avalanche. Game is tied 1 apiece as far as the score. Right now, Colorado actually leads the series. Canadians and Jets played earlier, and we're talking about the Winnipeg Jets, not the New York Jets, which are NFL, not hockey. Um, so the Montreal Canadiens actually have started the series 1-0. Let's see. Let's get some baseball. Well, more baseball. Looks like most of your games are done. Yankees beat the Rays again because they beat them last night in extras. I think it went either to the 11th or the 12th inning. 11th sounds right. But they won by 2 runs. So the final score was 5-3 last night. Tonight's score was 4-3. So much for a rivalry, as the Rays said, because they're kind of getting, you know, beat up right now. And not score wise, but I mean, they have no, like, what is this rivalry they're talking about that they have with the Yankees? The only true rivalries that the Yankees have is with the Mets, because they are crosstown rivals. They don't call it the Subway Series for nothing. And then, of course, the almighty rivalry with the Red Sox. So please, if anybody knows what possible rivalry the the Tampa Bay Rays can even possibly remotely have with the New York Yankees. Please tell me. I would love to know this. And I'm not being sarcastic. Well, maybe a little, but other than that, I would actually like to know what rivalry they're even talking about. Because it sure as hell is not an AL East rivalry. Let's see. It looks like the Chicago White Sox Cleveland Indian game was postponed. I'm going to assume that was because of weather as well. Um, Looks like the Nationals beat the Braves. Let's see. We already have makeup days for the Reds Phillies game and the White Sox Indians game. Look for the Phillies and Reds to make up their game on June 28th, and the White Sox Indians game to make up their postponement on September 23rd. Let's see. So it looks like we got the Red Sox and Astros playing right now. Rangers and Rockies, Cardinals and Dodgers, and boy, the Dodgers are putting the whooping on the Cardinals right now. It's bottom of the fourth, 2 on, 2 out. Runners are the runners that are on second and third, so you got runners in scoring position that could possibly make this a even bigger Dodger lead. I mean, they're up by 11 right now, so you add 3 more runs to that. Hey, it happens. And last game rounding out the night looks like the A's and the Mariners. A's are kind of putting a hurting on the Mariners. I mean, it's 5-0 going into the bottom of the third. Update in the Dodgers game. It is now 14-2 with runners on the corners and still 2 out, bottom of the fourth. Rangers and Rockies. It's the top of the 8th inning. Runner on first. Nobody out. Rockies have the lead 4-3. And in the Red Sox game, which, let's see, I might actually be able to watch that and give even more of a live look in. We'll see what happens if my phone wants to cooperate or not. I mean, you know, it happens sometimes. Maybe if I go to that section, the watch section of the ESPN app, maybe it will actually come up for me. So far, so good. I think. Maybe I spoke too soon. Okay, come on. Oh, we have it. There we go, I think. Looks like on ESPN Plus they're re-showing the Yankees and Rays game. So if you have ESPN Plus, alright, looks like I'm not going to be able to go that in depth into the Astros and Red Sox game, but that game has just gone into top of the ninth, so the Astros are at home. They are winning 2-1. All they need is 3 outs, and that game's done. Hey! The Cardinals got out of the 4th inning. But they still let another run score. So the deficit to make up is 12. Of course, we've got the French Open going on in tennis right now. Dude, mad props to Naomi Osaka. Like, she's like, y'all are too much. I need some me time. for my mental health, and mental health needs to be addressed across all sports, not just one tournament, but all sports. All athletes, their feelings are valid. They should not be forced to talk to the media. That is some bullshit. Like, they don't owe the media anything. So why should they be forced to speak to the media if they're not feeling up to it? That right there causes so many internal struggles with athletes, and it's not right. So that's my opinion on that. Mad props to Osaka. She's the number 2 in the world, right behind Serena. Sorry, Serena's not number 1. I wish she still was. If I'm not mistaken, Ashley Barty of the United States is sitting in the number 1 spot. And Serena is somewhere in the top 10. But definitely watch out for Coco Gauff. That girl is up and coming, and she is gonna like take over women's tennis when Serena finally puts the racket down. Let's see. On the men's side, you got Tsitsipas. He's a young kid. He can definitely give, the big 3 in tennis, Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer, a run for their money. And Medvedev as well. Wow, just looking at some of these sets, and it's just, wow. Insane. Some of them went more than 4. And this is just round 2. So looking ahead to Thursday for the men's side of tennis. Let's see. I don't see. Okay, Djokovic. So Thursday continues round 2. Both Djokovic and Nadal, actually, and Federer. So the big 3 will all be participating in round 2. For the women's side, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Serena is actually participating in the French Open. I could very well be wrong. I know Venus is. She was doing doubles with Coco Gauff. Okay, Serena is in the French Open. She is seeded 7th, and she has already moved ahead to round 3. Not surprising because, it's Serena. Let's see. Let's get some soccer. Top soccer. Let's see. What do we got here for soccer? A few international friendlies, some World Cup qualifications through CONCACAF. It really looks like it was about it because Premier League, La Liga, French League, those are all wrapped as of last week, actually. But we do have men's Major League Soccer, and then the women's league. It doesn't look like there's any Major League Soccer until June 12th when Kansas City and Austin play. Let's see. For the women, there are 3 matches on Saturday. Got Chicago and Carolina, Gotham and OL Reign, Portland and Louisville. So 3 really great matches on Saturday as far as women's soccer goes. And I am a Gotham fan. Like, I do enjoy watching Louisville because technically from where I'm at, Louisville is the hometown team for the women, and then you've got FC Cincinnati for the men. So let's get back to those scores and see where we are at with the 2 NBA games that are on right now. Oh, wow. Both in the 3rd now. That's incredible. That's crazy. What the heck did I miss? Aside from the fact that they're only 12-minute quarters. And they kind of go fast, even with all the free throws. Grizzlies not really coming back. It's 82-53, but the 3rd quarter did just start. They're only 2.5 minutes in. Mavericks, Clippers. Okay, this just updated. They're in the 2nd, not the 3rd. Okay, ESPN glitch. It's 42-38. So that game had to have started at 9, actually 10 something, probably 10:30. Let's see. What top events do we have to talk about? In college, Coach K for the men's basketball team at Duke University is set to retire after this coming season, and that was like big breaking news, shocking, because it's Coach K, and we thought this man would just coach forever. Sammy, sorry guys, kitty alert. That was my little tuxedo, my little present to me many years ago. So does anybody actually care what Dan Marino has to say? If Belichick passes Don Shula and wins, okay, it happens. Guess what? Shula's not coaching anymore. And when was the last time he actually coached a game? Because Belichick is still in the league. He's still coaching. He's still winning for the most part. And that's including the playoffs too. I think regular season, the article said that Belichick is only 40. Here, let me get that number. He's not too far behind Shula in wins. He's got 280. Okay, so he's 48 wins shy. Belichick has 280 to Shula's 328. And if you include the playoffs, it's 347 for Shula. Okay, this is news to me. Apparently, Don Shula had actually passed away last year. Maybe I saw it. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Last year was a rough year, as we all know. But yeah, you've got quarterbacks out here breaking Marino's records, and he's not saying anything about that. But all of a sudden, a coach gets close enough to start, gaining on, most wins by a coach, and now he wants to pipe up. Okay, Nutrisystem man, pipe back down. Let's see. Anything else? In hockey, the Sabres have won the NHL draft lottery. And the Seattle Kraken, which is going to be part of the expansion teams, get the second pick. I'm excited for that because, they're called the Kraken. So it's awesome. And yes, they will be based in Seattle. So that's that. Saturday, 7:30, Bucks and Nets. Game 1 of round 2. I'm excited about that. I'm really happy about it. I'm definitely looking for a very close game between those two teams. They're both very formidable, they're very physical. They can be, all up in your business and, still give the fans a really, really great game. So that is all I've got right now. One last score update. Ooh, the Clippers game is turning out to be really, really close. It's 48-46 with less than 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Jazz still putting the whooping on Memphis. It's a 34-point game. 54-88. Under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. I hate it for you, Grizzly fans, but your dance might just be done. So, thanks for hanging out. I might do another short video to give the finals on these games and any finals that have happened in baseball and hockey tonight that I missed from earlier. So, thanks for hanging out. See you guys later.